Hello class, Davis here. Exam 3 is upon us, and I wanted to stop in a little bit early and show you how I make practice exams from my textbook. So you don't need to have a whole bunch of exams made for you by your instructor or your TA or some other like Learning Center, MSLC thing. You can create these exams for yourself and create as many of them as you like. So how I do it is I go over here. We can take a look at this Excel spreadsheet I've made. And as you can see, I've taken the sections that are on the exam. You can see them here, 11.1 up to 13.4. Those are the exam sections, and I've assigned each of them a number. Now, once I've done this assignment, I come over here to this lovely website, random.org, and I will look, we're looking to pick random sections. So I'm going to generate an exam with, I think I've made, the one I've done is 8 questions, but you can make the exam as long as you like. You pick a random section. All right, I generate, gave me section 15. Now, I've already gone through this process a little bit, so you can see here this column are the sections I got, and then I went through each of these sections and I picked out random problem numbers. So you can do that again through random.org, and let's say you look at section 7, which is the 12.4 section. Let's say there is 83 questions there, so you'll type in 83 here, and you'll generate a random number, and I got 28. Well, you could do 29 if you wanted to make sure that you could have a solution, and then once you got the numbers, you could record them here. So when the first time I did this, I recorded a 49, but let's say from what we just did, we got a 29. And then you have an ebook. And for some reason, the ebook isn't working here on my personal computer, but you guys presumably have been working with your ebook this whole semester. And if you have a Mac, you can do Command Shift 4 and screenshot a very small piece of your screen, and then you screenshot all of these problems, and then you assemble them in a Word document. You have a physical test that you can take, and you can sit down an hour, 10 minutes, take this exam. I'd be willing to grade or look at any of the exams that you take in this manner. You also have, if you do the odd problems, you can see the answers in the back of the book to check that you did them correctly. This type of test taking is beneficial for in two ways. One is if you study material, the way you look at it is you're sort of like going through in a very linear fashion, and you're thinking about the problems relative to the section you're in. So let's say you're looking at the arc length section. Well, of course you know that you're supposed to use the arc length formula. If you make up this test and then you kind of like set it aside and you come back and look at it later, you won't know which problems are associated with which sections. It'll force you to have greater plasticity when you're approaching the exam, mental flexibility and agility in problem solving. And that's what's important taking these exams. You need to be prepared to react to whatever problems they give you. So go ahead, and you can even use these this random, if you don't want to go through the process of doing the random generation yourself, you can use these numbers that I have come up with here. And I will try on my office computer to actually generate a test based off of these numbers. Okay. Good luck in your studying. Start early. This is a great chance to make up some points, and I will see you guys in class next week.